We welcome you here to a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ringside partner, Teddy Atlas. Looking forward to all the action today, and we're just about set for it. Muhammad Ali's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence. Marvelous's ring walk is one of those ring walks where you realize how attentive this fighter is. This is a guy who has his eye on the prize and nothing will distract him.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. A lot of advantages here with a speedy fighter against a fighter with low stamina. What does he have to be careful of, though?
That he doesn't burn himself out. That he doesn't go out there so fast he gets ahead of his own pace.
Good work defensively by Marvelous. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
What a hook to the head by Muhammad Ali. Halfway through round number one. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Muhammad Ali's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. Putting him into the corner there, backing his man in.
Come on, it's Boston.
What a nice big right hand from Muhammad Ali. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Nice block by Marvelous.
Yeah, give him work.
Marvelous's punch didn't come close. Last 10. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Now here's a perfect example of where you can actually see confidence growing in a fight. He was able to stun his man in that last round, and you just get a sense that he's a bigger, better fighter than he was before.
Well, I agree with you, Joe. It's the accumulation of damage that's starting to get to him right now.
All right, listen. You need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch, then throw a straight.
Marvelous, his opponent, is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. Many famous fighters, especially heavyweight champions, are known for their signature punch, like Rocky Marciano and his Suzy Q. But for Muhammad Ali, he's known for his signature shuffling of the feet, the Ali shuffle.
Yes, he is. And, you know, it makes me think a little bit sort of like if you were going to buy a real fancy car. You know, when somebody wants to sell you something, wants you to believe in them, they give you something first, maybe a band, or entertainment, and then they take you into the showroom. And, you know, now you're ready to see the car. Well, that's what that is. That's the band. That's the entertainment. And then the show is about to begin. And it's an unbelievable show with those quick hands and those combinations.
Halfway through round number 2. Rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Muhammad Ali.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Final 10 seconds of round number 2.
Come on,
nice
kid.
strike after catching one by Muhammad Ali. And that's the end of round 2.
Right.
Marvelous, his ability to get to his opponent worked out well there. He damaged him in that
Take a
round.
deep breath. I need you to focus. Anticipate his punches, okay?
Stay tight. Keep jabbing and hitting him. Keep him in front, okay? Don't let him move around too much. Cut the...
And round number 3 is underway. A shooting right hand by Muhammad Ali. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. And he just holds on there. Muhammad Ali's left now getting into the mix.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Muhammad Ali. Blocks away that headshot. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it.
Work the body.
And now targeting his opponent with the overhand right. Good defensive skill with the block by Marvelous.
Keep doing what you're
Coming to
doing.
the halfway point of this third round. Eddie, if you could only pick out a few characteristics for a fighter and apply them to them, what would they be?
Well, I think first of all would be the ability to overcome and the ability to be dependable. Everyone looks at the neon things, the speed, the power, they're tangible. We feel comfortable with those things. We can grab onto those things. But what about the talent of somebody being able to make a choice, a hard choice, in a very dark place?
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Precision work with the left hand by Marvelous.
Nice. You're still not moving enough. Move.
A little head hunting with the right. Last 10 seconds. Not able to land the head. Oh, he is absolutely affected by that right hand. Never saw it coming. Worst kind of right hand you can catch. He should tie up here.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I need you to focus. Keep your hands up. Keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good. I need you to use your feet, all right? Move.
Listen, I'm not gonna stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. You're doing fine. He's just beating you to...
Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you. And that's the case right now for him as he's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, Joe. Not always landing a lot, but keeping his opponent defensive and keeping him from doing what he wants to do.
Ali's thinking defense first right now, Teddy. I mean, you can just see it in him. He's thinking strictly, hey, what happened earlier, I don't want that to happen again.
And that's what his opponent wants him to think. So that's all you need to know, that you can't think that way, especially since that's not his style. Joe, if he was a counterpuncher, it'd be okay. You know, your defense creates offense when you're a counterpuncher. He is not that kind of fighter. He can't win this way.
Move your head.
Teddy, there's a certain fire that rages in Muhammad Ali. A lot of it has to do with the early days and some things he faced growing up in Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, he's a sensitive person. He's a person that takes that sensitivity and he puts it somewhere in a place, as you said, sort of in a furnace that can burn strong. You know, this was during a time where this country was not at its proudest times, the way that it behaved towards black people, towards African Americans, and he remembers that, and he uses that in a positive way, in an athletic way, in a way where it just prospers him career-wise.
Let's see some more.
That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Muhammad Ali scored upon by a left hand. does a nice job. Big shot. What a precision body shot that was, and it scores the knockdown. Muhammad Ali looks across as if to say, ain't no thing. He was knocked down, but he's far from out.
Looking good.
Good way to protect the midsection. Marvelous, his right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Right to the belt line. Fourth round now with his last 10 seconds. He scored well after being hit himself. And round 4 comes to an end. Ali's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
All right, you got to bring your hands up. You must bring your hands up. Right? Now, come on, relax. Relax. Shake it out. Shake it out. You got to relax. You got to move out there, right? Move, move, move. Come on, breathe.
As he starts this fresh round, coming off a round in which he was knocked down, we often look at his legs. But sometimes even more telling was the disposition and the way that he and his corner acted in between rounds.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, Joe, because if the corner's not confident, they're not calm, if they show panic, then of course a fighter absorbs that.
Nice block by Marvelous. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Marvelous is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Flush right hand to the head. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Marvelous. Halfway into round number 5 here. Marvelous is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way.
Focus. You're not focusing.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Scores up top with a left. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Able to cover up that gut. This round comes to an end, and you can just see that he doesn't have much to him, not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You said you can just see. Well, his opponent can see it, so he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Good block by Marvelous. Marvelous is keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Unload! Unload! More punch!
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
Work the body, kid! Body shots!
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Now hugging on the inside.
Let it go!
Just an excessive amount of holding here. Just much too much clinching.
Power, a little quicker. Let's go.
Keep moving! Keep moving! Pace yourself!
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this. I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
You need to throw and land the...
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Not much action as he just ties up. Now this can become a bore, and he's making a decision to do it as he ties up again. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Ali's putting forth a game plan of being a volume puncher. But, Teddy, he's not landing a lot of these punches. And what kind of effect can that have on this fight?
Well, he can get frustrated a little bit, and hey, he might not win the fight. It can have that kind of effect. Is that effective enough?
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Focus.
Network in the body.
At the halfway point of round 7. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Marvelous is showing us that defense is also very much part of his game.
Yeah, it is. Not only to avoid punches, but actually to even set up offense. You know, he'll make you miss, and then there's something coming back. He creates opportunities to hit you.
Oh, he turns it over right into a hook.
Let's see some more head movement. Uppercut.
10 seconds to go in the 7th. And that's the end of round 7.
Now we work, all right? We need to start throwing punches and bunches. Let's go to work now. Let's show them what you got. Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more, right?
Nice one. Keep it up. This guy's never felt a beating like this. Keep the pressure up. Where's your body work? Hit the body.
Round number 8 is underway, and Teddy, a chance to look at your scorecard. You got him up pretty good. We often use that word judicious in describing a fighter, of picking your spots and being effective when you do.
Well, that's a good point, Joe, and that's exactly what he's doing. You know, he's making him do what he wants to do without even coming forward. You know, he's pushing him all over the ring, but not with any physical force. Just by making sure that he controls the guy mentally, that he makes the guy feel a certain amount of pressure, and makes the guy react the way he wants him to react.
Unload! Unload! More punches! Okay, pay him back!
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Body shots!
Marvelous is showing that he has an understanding about balance, about angles, about footwork. What does his opponent need to understand to deal with it?
Well, he has to figure out a way to take the air out of those tires. Give him a couple flats. That's what he's got to do. And there's no better way to give a guy a flat than to go to that body.
He missed with that headshot. Muhammad Ali's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
Relax, relax.
Back to the body.
Keep moving, keep pushing.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Marvelous is really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
You have to take a chance with this guy, all right? You got that? You have to take a risk.
Water up there, that's it.
Listen to me. You're
We
not
don't need
working.
that, I'll throw that away.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down, and to have a great resolve, and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
Good job, buddy.
Double jab upstairs.
Focus. Keep working the body. Up, Perry, baby, right.
Missed the target with that hook.
You're not focusing.
And he's holding.
Keep working the body.
Nice block by Marvelous. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the Will o' the Wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Nice defense. Good block by Marvelous. Marvelous is doing well here with that two-punch combination. Unable to make an impact there by Marvelous.
Hook. Hook.
Nice, nice. Uppercut.
Gets rid of that body shot.
Step together now. Take him out.
Back to the body.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. that round comes to an end. A round that I do believe he won. He fought much better there compared to what we saw out of him earlier.
Yeah, don't show me how somebody behaves when they're winning. You know, really, I want to see how someone behaves when they're losing. He's behaving the right way. He's getting himself back into this thing.
Listen to me. Your best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That'll keep you winning.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight.
Keep working the jab. Good, good. Keep working the body.
Uppercut!
You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Ali's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Unload more punches!
Good block there by Muhammad Ali. Halfway through round 10.
Hey, let's go!
Yeah, give him work.
Work your body, kid! Body shots!
Good block by Muhammad Ali.
Left and right, left and right. Back to the body. Relax, relax.
Stay down the body.
Parries that punch intended for the head.
Keep moving.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round. 10 seconds to go.
Don't waste your punches out there. Be smart, or you're gonna tire yourself out. Nice round. That was good. Keep that up, and we have this one.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
You gotta breathe. Just breathe. Relax. How you feeling out there? Now, you're not winning this fight, right? You're not winning. He's beaten. I need you to throw more than one punch out there.
This fight's not over. Marvelous is up on Teddy's scorecard, but you can tell he's running out of gas.
Yeah, he is. We've seen it in the last couple of rounds, and, you know, I've been looking in the corner. They haven't been icing him down. They haven't really been reviving him, and they need to start doing that.
Focus!
punch by Muhammad Ali. That hook was well off the mark. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Pace yourself.
Looking good.
Halfway through this 11th round.
Hook. Hook.
Working that box.
Nice work, nice work.
Gloves up.
Unload. Unload. More punch.
Bombs away with the hook by Muhammad Ali. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Doing what you're doing.
Ali's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
Yeah, whoever finishes up strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was. And whoever grabs the last part of the round, that's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight. Finish up good at the end of the round.
Knock him out.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Punch. Punch.
Double jab by Muhammad Ali.
Left and right. Left and right.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And out of nowhere, there it is! Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff! He just scored the knockdown after being knocked out earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
So he goes down for the first time, but you can just get a sense that he's going to be okay. He doesn't look like he's that damaged.
No, exactly, Joe. That was just a brush fire. But he doesn't want it to become a forest fire. So he's got to think in his head, why did I get caught?
You gotta protect yourself.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
You see him holding on.
Pace yourself. Focus. Move.
You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
Come on, kid, focus.
He's almost done. You had him that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep busy.
Here you go. That's the best.
You gotta keep working. Keep working, okay? Keep the pressure up, okay? You got me? Come on, take a deep breath. Listen, waiting to pick his jabs. When he throws a jab, parry it away.
Start of a new round. Marvelous is making it look like the start of a fresh fighter. Remember, he was stunned in that last round, but Teddy looks fully recovered now.
Well, it tells me two things. One, he has good genetics. He recovers fast, you know, physically. But it also tells me he had a good camp. He came here in great shape, and he's getting the benefit of that right now.
There you go. Back to the body.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Ball punch. Come on, kid, focus.
Keep that head moving.
Ali's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Come on, kid, focus.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Halfway through this round here.
You got this one.
Focus.
Not precise at all by Marvelous.
Just like that. Just like that.
Let's go, hit him. Nice work, nice work.
Showing you some defense there with the block. He just missed that shot up top. Scores well to the head with the right hand.
Jab, jab.
Marvelous's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. 10 clicks of the top. Marvelous's corner has been in positions like this with other fighters. And sometimes it doesn't go your way. You get a moment to gather yourself here. You're leading on the scorecards, but you still have to stand up and deliver.
Listen, I want you to pick his jabs. When he throws a jab, parry it away and you'll catch him, okay? You got that? It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch him. You need to move your head more, okay?
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Ali's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch.
Swing back. Ace yourself.
They both decide to bring it. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Hook. Hook.
Good return fire that time. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Ali's gaining momentum on his side. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare, it's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Body shot.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Able to dismiss that body shot. End of that round, and the knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, the fighter who was floored, how do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, you know, they just kind of crawl up into a ball and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys, they react well to that. So you got to know what he reacts to, first of all. And the most important thing, you have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook, get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
Here it is, the final round of what has been a closely contested battle. Good block there by Marvelous.
You got this one.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect.
One, two.
Blocks the headshot.
Watch that!
Head and body, head and body.
Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Just a minute and a half left in the fight.
That's what I want to see.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Final minute of this final round of this fight.
Punches.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Uppercut.
Move your head.
Last 10 seconds of the fight. Muhammad Ali blocks that punch. Very close fight. Tough to score some of those rounds, but they did. And for that, let's send it up to the ring. Muhammad Ali's reacting now to the fact that the judges have ruled this fight a draw.
You should go out and play lotto right now. That's how lucky he is.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.